Hi Scorpio, I hope you are doing well. Let's get into your reading and see what comes up. The Palo Santo is really burning up here, so I don't know. That usually means there's a lot of energy to clear out, so maybe you're doing some clearing, okay? But I'm going to pull out some energy for you and then also a separate energy outside of you that you may be dealing with. It could be a love connection, it could be a work situation, or anything else in between. You use your intuition to guide you about what resonates in this reading and what does not. If something doesn't resonate, just leave it for someone else. You know that just because it doesn't work for you doesn't mean it's not somebody else's story, okay? And also if I don't know what's going to come up, but if a past situation does come up and you are already healed and moved on from that and you don't want to hear about it or anything to do with it, then just leave it alone and, just remember that there is somebody here who does need to hear these messages and is finding them helpful in some way, hopefully. You don't have to be a Scorpio to have this resonate. Ooh, we have passion for your energy. Look at that. I love this card. I think it's my favorite card in the deck. It's so beautiful. Okay, so I feel like you are just, if you're not feeling this yet, and look at that, the Palo Santo just stopped like that when the passion came out. So whatever you're passionate about or you're going to be passionate about soon, if you don't feel this quite yet, it's going to clear everything out, or everything that you're trying to clear out, is going to get a helping hand by igniting your passions and your energy. The energy comes from your passion will help clear things out. That's beautiful. That was pretty magical. Okay, your outside energy. South, we have adventure. I feel like there's somebody here or there's some situation here. Well, I heard needle in a haystack, okay? It's like someone's trying to find something or they feel a little bit lost. I mean, adventures can be fun, but this kind of looks pretty overwhelming here. You see this little person here with the umbrella kind of entering this vortex situation. Okay, that little umbrella is not going to do much to shield this person from whatever's going on here. I heard subterfuge. Okay. So I feel like there is an adventure coming up for you. I'm also seeing companionship with animals, which I think is always one of the most best healing things you could ever have in your life, is a companion in animal form. Okay, but anyways, I do feel like there is an adventure coming up for you. And or there is also somebody else in your sphere, I heard in your atmosphere, who is feeling a bit lost because, they took a wrong turn on their adventure. Okay, so I feel like there's a little bit, two different stories maybe, or this is like dual meaning. Okay, represents an energy coming up for you in the positive sense, I feel like. But also, and it's number 2, so a dual meaning. Also, hear that this could be somebody else who's feeling maybe a little bit lost at this time or underprepared. Perhaps that's the way to go about it. Okay, Scorpio, let's see what's coming out here for Scorpio. Wow, that's a lot there, but I'll take these. I'll leave these off to the side here. The bottom we have the Ace of Cups, and I feel like this is your passion, okay? After a period of rest, you're igniting your passion, you're moving forward, okay? I do see this as something that you want to bring into your life to help bring you a sense of security, possibly financial here. Your concern from the past here is the Queen of Pentacles. So I do think there was something that maybe you felt rocked your foundation, or maybe you just weren't progressing enough in your career, or whatever it is you were trying to move forward. I also feel like for some of you, you did find a sense of calm, security, stillness, I heard. But it's almost if it wasn't having an effect in the way it was either magnetizing or not magnetizing people towards you. This is interesting. So it's like, you know, I found this place of calm. I found this stillness. I feel whole. I feel really good about myself. But everybody else around me is still kind of a mess. That's what I'm feeling like here. That was a little bit of a concern, because it was almost like you were, I'm hearing, on a ship all by yourself. A feeling of being on a ship all by yourself. But there was also some joy that came along with this feeling, because you gained a sense of security and you felt a little bit grounded. Now that's interesting. Grounded on a ship. Okay? That's interesting. Okay. Current energy is the moon. So I feel like, you know, there's something here in your subconscious that wants to speak to you. Some kind, I heard repressed memory. Yeah, it's like, this is like the grounded on a ship. I mean, look, she's definitely grounded here. We can see the earth, but there's some kind of sea creature coming out here that's like kind of in hiding, lying in wait from underneath the ship or underneath the boat. So I feel like there's still some things that you need to be dealing with at this time, some emotions, I heard some trauma for some of you. That's not going to be for all of you, but some things that you could possibly work through, okay, at this time. And maybe they're interfering with your day-to-day life more than you know it, okay? So if you feel frustrated at work, or you're having like a spat with a stranger, or whatever is irritating you and bothering you and you can't really locate it, I feel like it's something in the subconscious that's been pushed down, probably to regain a sense of security. Okay, so now it's like, I feel like it's wanting to come up. We have the world here for your support. And I really see this as you stepping into a new world. I mean, look at the old world you're leaving behind. You're going into a much larger perspective. I'm hearing a community. For some of you, it's a community. You're not anticipating this. But your visions are so vast, okay? You can see all of the potentials. You can see the past too, and the potentials of the past that weren't realized. And sometimes that feels really painful, because the past was so vast, was so deep, was so big. There were so many adventures that you could have gone on, maybe with someone, or just maybe by yourself, or maybe somebody else could have like figured something out, found something out about themselves. But I feel like that didn't happen here. And I'm just noticing now the card, the Passion, says the soul on it. So I feel like you had to kind of leave somebody, you know, on this adventure you went on them with, and start again, start a new world for yourself. But it's like you're seeing all the unrealized potentials of the past, and that can feel heavy. Okay, maybe those are some of the things you push down into your subconscious. Fantasies of what could have been. This could be in any area of your life. And now you're trying to redirect that energy into your current passion. And I think, Scorpio, it is fueling your current passion. It's actually really beautiful here. Your perspective of the past is death. See, I feel like you think something was completely over. I know death can also mean transformation, but what I'm getting with this card is you felt like something had completely died. The passion for something, or the energy involved in some kind of adventure. You know, you felt like maybe you docked that ship and you got off of it, but you never really did. Okay, you're still in transition. Your passion, before, I feel like the water underneath your ship was like all the unknown. It was all the fears, you know, illusions, things like that. You were trying to navigate, maybe with someone else, maybe alone. Okay, but now I feel like what Spirit is trying to say with these cards, with this reading, is that the water that is actually keeping you afloat, keeping you in your boat, in which you feel grounded, is your own passion. It's actually your own passion. So the energy didn't die. It did transform. It did transmute. Your present actions are the Knight of Wands. You're kind of going real slow in one area of your life. It feels like I'm almost seeing like slow motion in water. It's like, you know, that kind of vibe. But then on the other hand, there's something that's moving really quick or demanding your attention, like Scorpio, get this done. You got to get this done. You got to move forward. And maybe this is the push-pull you're feeling here. Okay, it's a little bit turbulent. It's creating this energy here, this cyclonic energy. Your desired outcome is the Page of Swords. Well, you're trying to learn something, okay, about yourself, about someone else, about a situation you've been through. And not only are you trying to learn about it, but you're trying to graduate from it so that you can move on. I think there's a little bit of anxiousness here to do that because the transformation process seems a little bit slow. It almost feels choppy, like you went black and white a little bit. It's like something switched. You went from here, this emotional space or mental space or relationship, to there, to the next space, you know? And that scorpionic kind of transition between those two spaces, I heard hemispheres, interesting, okay? Isn't readily apparent to you. It's almost like it moved too quickly as far as you're perceiving it, but it actually didn't. What you need to know, Knight of Swords. That what you're saying is true. What you're saying to others is true. What you're saying to yourself is true. You're right about something. And the more you speak your truth, the more self-worth you build. I think, Scorpio, your passion is speaking the truth. And I also think, Scorpio, just by the nature of your sign, you know, in the 8th house and all of these things with death here, Pluto, there's a push on you, an expectation on you, okay, or an assumption placed on you that the truth is fluid for Scorpio, but that's not the case at all. The truth is not fluid for Scorpio. Sometimes you want the truth so bad that it's almost too rigid what you're looking for, and you need to loosen up a little bit. Okay, but I feel like you found a nice place now, and I feel like it is in somewhere in your subconscious and it's trying to come up. The truth of what you know to be real in the world. This could be about your spirituality, your spiritual practice. It could be about I heard law, something legal in your work, in your career, something with family, or just about who you are, a relationship, whatever it is, you know, you found it and now you're speaking it. And when I say you're speaking your truth, it doesn't have to be like calling out a lie, although it could be, but it's more just speaking from a centered heart space where it doesn't matter if people make accusations towards you, because you know what it is, what's real to you, okay, and what feels honest to you and who you are. For some of you, there's people trying to get you to gang up on other people, okay? This is a real specific message now. Or it's like a group of friends who are gossiping, or a workplace situation, or an ex who's like speaking badly about, okay, it could be an ex speaking badly about someone and you're participating with that. Interesting. There's something there going on about a love connection where the two of you are speaking badly about someone or something like that. But you know now that you can step out of that space. You know now that those activities or whatever those people around you are doing, you know, maybe they feel like it's a supplementary energy for their lack of adventure. You know, they get a little bit of a rise out of gossiping, or about, well, I heard cancel culture, you know, talking badly about someone, slandering someone. They get a rise out of that, you know, because the rest of their life lacks passion, lacks desire, lacks adventure, and lacks integrity. And I feel like, Scorpio, that's what you're stepping into, is your integrity. Your advice here is justice. It's to have the confidence here that, well, you're karmically centered, you're karmically aligned, and you're karmically supported. I feel actually like whatever you want to do at this time is okay. If you want to go fast, that's okay. If you want to go real slow, that's okay. If you want to feel grounded, cool. If you want to go in the waters and explore around a little bit, you know, that's cool too. You are the master of your own world right now, and you're the only one who has the capacity to define that world, to end that world, and to begin that world. You already are, you're way beyond the Page of Swords, okay? I feel like what Spirit is saying here is your justice. Now, I forgot about these other cards over here. We have the Six of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Emperor. See, I feel like definitely something has shifted. Oh, this is so interesting. Look at this. This is like grounded, but in the water. Look at this anchor here. A cloud is trying to anchor itself, you know, close to this land, to ground itself in the water. Interesting, okay? And I'm seeing a star here. So you could be dealing, Aquarius just came out, that doesn't have to be, but it could just be this Aquarius full moon time. But it's like your thoughts here, your air energy, your communication skills, and all of these things are trying to find some grounding, but in the water, in the subconscious, in this kind of dreamlike state, in this fluid kind of movement of creativity. You're so cool, Scorpio. You're so cool because you're so artistic. You know, your thoughts and the way you process things, it's like, yes, truth. Yes, I'm going to find out all the truth and the facts, but it's like, it's so much more than so-and-so was over here at this time, or I know that my project was, you know, checked all the boxes. You know, it's more than that kind of fact checking. I almost want to say Virgo there, but it's like, once you find the truth of that yourself, someone else, whatever, it like opens a door up into this like ocean of possibilities of who you are and who someone else could be. It puts you into a position here where you can step into your full power as the Emperor, you know, and imagine your life and your ability to build your own castles, you know, to decorate yourself here in armor that is protective but also gentle. Okay. And we have the Wheel of Fortune. This is you. I feel like this is a good Scorpio card here because you turn all the gears, you know? It is hidden. She's opening up her dress here to show that, you know, she runs on change, which you do too, Scorpio. Your energy is to transmute to change, so you always must be doing that. So if you're going to anchor yourself in change. That's the whole message right there, yeah. Your advice outcome here is the Five of Pentacles. And I see this as a real kind of acknowledgement here by you of where you've led yourself astray and where you've maybe been a little bit too hard on yourself. I also see that there are still things you could pick up from the past, energies, tangible things, maybe things that you've stowed away, I heard, okay? But there are things that were left over from your adventure that you can still grasp onto. I still feel like they're in the air for you to play with, to create something with, to ignite your passion with. Okay, so maybe there's some residual anger from a past relationship, and you can harness that energy and transform it into something creative. Okay, so you can turn this feeling of left out, feeling hurt, and all of those kinds of emotions into a real soul passion to change yourself. I heard end the world. Wow, Scorpio. I hope you enjoyed that reading. I'll see you next time.